Drew, you feeling like a Crayta? For a whole lot more videos like this one, check out our channel, give us a like, and subscribe.
Scott, you and I jumped over on the Stadia and we were checking out Crayta. This is one of those let's play, share, build, kind of keep creating games that helps build a community, but also allows you to build and design your own game. So what do you think of this one? This is a new take for Stadia and something I think that can help build a community, or maybe not.
Yeah, it's right off the start a pretty overwhelming look into a creating platform.
Yeah.
It is a big side of it is the gaming side, and just equally as large is the creative side. So
Yep.
there's a mix of people that you could attract. You could theoretically just play games constantly through this and never touch the creator side. But I just want to go over how it looks. Doesn't it have like a Fortnite aesthetic to it? What does it look like to you?
Yeah, absolutely. It has, honestly, I kind of get a combination of Fortnite with a high-res version of Minecraft. We're going to call this a preview of the game moving forward, because right now when we're jumping into these games that are already pre-built, there's a limited amount of lobby members in there for us to join and hang out with. So we're checking out what we can while we can, but it's really, the game is just about to launch, and that's when the community will hopefully gravitate to the game, and we'll be able to get a better, fresh idea of whether or not the game is going to survive and what it runs like when it's out in the wild, right? But again, getting back to it, it is one of those, honestly, it's like Dreams on the PlayStation 4, but now on the Stadia platform.
Yes, exactly. It's It's like Dreams, or it's like Roblox kind of on the PC platform, and approach into the console gaming network. There's a lot of creativity in those kind of games, and it really is up to the creator to make a game in their imagination and bring it to life. It seems like there's a lot of creator tools to this one, and it gets really, really in depth. So if you want to make any kind of game that you can think of, I believe they kind of give you 7 different starting points, genres to kind of give you an idea of what's capable of being made. But it's really the sky's the limit for you beyond that. And I jumped into something that was similar to Overcooked. It was obviously modeled in the same vein, and it was obviously attempting to be a similar kind of game.
Absolutely.
And it did the job really well. Somebody scripted it properly. It ran just the same as Overwatch would. I played it with another friend online that I made that day, and it was interesting. So there's definitely potential here for a lot of fun, that's for sure, just as a player standpoint.
Getting into the creative side, I was able to start out, and I'm building this forest scene. I've got a little river going through it and some rocks, and I'm starting to build the area that's going to lead into my game. But then to get into the game itself and start programming all these mechanics, like you're putting in script, and it gets pretty heavily detailed. And what I find the game actually lacks is a tutorial to tell you how to do all this stuff. I'm going to compare this to Dreams, because I played a ton of Dreams. It's just a matter of a flick of a button and you're in, and I can figure out what I need to do and how I can do it. Where on Crayta, it is not that way at all. In order to get a tutorial, you actually have to go to the website and figure it out that way and go on to their tutorials there, instead of having it quickly and accessible within the game itself, which is kind of a takeaway from the game. And I think the game itself is going to be a little bit overbearing for those who are looking for something a little bit more simplistic. But if they're able to kind of get through that grind, man, you can create an absolute ton of stuff. And it's up to you where your imagination takes you. If you don't have Stadia Pro, which then becomes free for all users, the actual base price of the game is $50, which to me is way overpriced for what we need to have as a building block of a community to keep this game alive. It's not like you have a story campaign that you're able to play through and then go out, or a multiplayer. There is a bunch of different games you're able to play, but without anybody building those games, we're not going to have anything. And you have to have something that's enticing enough for people to jump in, and that $50 price tag is a little concerning.
Yeah, there's just a better way of doing it. If you're gonna get into this game, you just want to have that Stadia Pro membership, I believe, anyways. If you're going to be a creator on this platform, it's going to make sense to you. And monetarily speaking, 1 month of that is a lot less than buying the game outright. So that seems to be the best way of getting a hold of it. Now, because it's not really populated right now, it's kind of hard for us to get a grasp of this and what it's fully capable of and how this community is going to react. This is why we're not exactly doing a review at this moment. But in some time, we're going to come back and take a look at this and see how the community has grown, how the game types have changed, and maybe how the controls have been a little bit updated.